Hello, guys. Welcome back to another episode. And this is
Okay.
and this is Emma as usual. So today's topic is gonna be about habits that break your mental health. So for me, number one, I'm gonna say social media, because I believe when you're going through something and you scroll through your social media, that's when there are things you see that relates to you. You know, kwanza them quotes. Sijui ni nini na quotes by the when you're going through something and you scroll through social media, that's when you see some things that disturbs you even more, or people's stories, people are going through even the most, or something that relates to you, so you end up breaking even more instead of like dealing with your situation. It's making it even worse because you're always on social media and you're seeing these things happening, and instead of you healing, you're bringing more things to your life kwa sababu unasoma hizi vitu instead of like relaxing your mind and
Going
focusing
through your
on your situation. You're going through other people's situation with you. Does that make sense?
Yeah, true. Actually, social media can mess you up because most of the time you just relate to a lot of things at the time when you're going through issues. So definitely it's like you're seeing everything is all about you, but it's not. It's in your head. So you just have to give yourself space and allow yourself to heal. Another thing, I feel like when you're going through issues, it's wise for you to really get enough rest, because sometimes I feel like when people are going through issues, people are different. So let me give an example of, let's say someone is going through an issue. There are those people prefer to submerge it, and instead you are maybe at your workplace, you feel like you need now to travel, you need like to do your daily, like you need to occupy your mind for you not to think about whatever you're going through. And that is wrong, because the moment you suppress, it's gonna come back. So I feel like you need to give yourself space for you to go through it at that time, and then get over it as well, because if you don't, you're piling it up. It's going to come back in a force way. So
Yeah, so another point I'm gonna add is like take as much rest as you need.
Yeah.
Because insomnia itself, or you not having enough sleep, brings enough stress and depression as well. And when you have like maybe trauma, or you're going through your own shit, or you have your own mental trauma, and then you add of not getting enough rest, imagine what that can add up to. So sleep early, even if it's at 10, just sleep, get enough rest. In short, just get enough rest. Do some stretch, meditate, do something.
yeah, I feel like exercise is actually more important. Not actually more, but one way of getting through the whole thing. I think exercising, making yourself, occupied with something.
Yeah.
Just
Mwili
meditate.
uchangamke,
Yeah.
take a walk.
Take a walk.
Just do something for yourself. I know it's really hard sometimes when you're having a mental breakdown. It's hard to like shower, it's hard to clean, it's hard to like do some stuff. But when you actually clean your house, and when you look around it, when you're having occupied mind, sometimes the house give you some reflection. Because sometimes, let's say you're like just down and you look at your house's mess and you're like, damn, my house, who's gonna do all that work?
You're like, okay, now I'm gonna do this.
Yes.
Now.
So you don't even have strength enough for yourself to even go to the loo. Now your house is dirty.
What about
So your mind is as well messed up because your house. I feel like sometimes that when the house is messed up and you're going through something and you look at your house, because maybe like you, when you're tidy, you like your house being tidy. But when you're going through stuff and you look at your house, you're like,
you just can't do nothing. You just can't do nothing. It's like waking up from your bed to the loo is even a problem. You waking up from your bed to even your kitchen to just do something is a problem. Now the house is messy, just looking at it, it's disgusting you, but you can't do nothing.
yeah. So at least try, to make sure your house is tidy. Try take a shower in the morning. Just even if it's just a shower, your house is dirty, but at least you did something. Also another thing is like upload the little things you do for yourself. Sometimes we end up being the ones that being hard on ourselves. Unaweza pata mtu mwingine akwambia, but you are hard working, but behind your mind is like, nah, you know yourself, you're not. No, just if you know, like, the things that you doing, it's really hard for you to do when you're having issues, and then when you actually do them, when you give yourself a clap, even if no one else is giving you, this
And I
clap.
really feel like I need to make a point. Like, let's say, when we say involve yourself in activities, I feel like one of the activities involves going outside the house. But sometimes there are those people who really have mad anxiety, and now it comes up when you have your own issues. Yes, you're going through your thoughts, you're going through whatever you're going through, and now anxiety comes in, and you can't even walk out of your house. It sometimes becomes a restriction for you. Some people go through that. Your anxiety comes so up, and then now you really need the outside activities for you to really disrupt yourself, but now you can't because the anxiety has taken over you. Sometimes I feel it's good for you because you really need that social energy around you. So it's wise if you have these people who really understand you and understand whatever you're going through, and when you really have a problem, you can maybe make a call and someone comes out for you. They can come, disrupt, maybe make you go through this issue if you really can't make it outside, because sometimes it's really hard when someone is going through the issues and anxiety comes up.
Yeah, another thing is, don't take life too seriously. Like, I will emphasize on this one, because sometimes you take life so seriously, and then you end up planning your own things, and then kumbe dunia iko na mambo yake. Maybe the plans are different. Maybe, you're supposed to, like, wake up tomorrow morning and go to your friends, and then your friend changes your plan. It's just that simple. Sometimes you might plans, like, let's say you're growing up, you always be like, I'm gonna be a doctor, I'm gonna be a nurse, and then when you grow up, you're like, wait a minute, this is not what I want to do. So don't take life seriously.
Let me
Just
say
live by
something
the
on
day.
that.
Live by the day.
Let me say something about that. I feel like this taking life too seriously really starts way before, and I feel like it should start from the people who are raising children, of the people who you have around. Why am I saying that? Because sometimes when it comes to our parents, they feed us with things when we are growing up. How is that? We have this mentality in our mind that you grow up, get to 18 years, go to university, get out of university, become rich, you have to have something for yourself, and then maybe at 28 or at 26, whatever, you get married. That is how our parents have recruited the minds. But you remember, we never have the same life. Sometimes things do come early for some people, sometimes do come late for some people. So sometimes I feel like we do have family pressure sometimes, which we do have in mind, and pressuring ourselves to do too much, which even ourselves we can't actually manage at the time. So sometimes it's always good to be light on yourself, understand yourself, and understand no matter how people are pushing you, you have your own way of following it and making yourself actually comfortable for you to be who you want to be, because sometimes there's a lot of pressure that is not even necessary at all.
I think that's it for today, guys. So we're gonna see you next time with another bang. Okay, bye.